And a good evening to you and yours out there. For Alabama fans, they can now say they have spring fever, but not because of the weather, but because Alabama spring football practice officially kicked off today in Tuscaloosa. And fans are eagerly anticipating what the new freshman class will bring to the table. The team is returning 15 starters from last year's squad and hopes that new changes to personnel will translate to success on the field. Offensive lineman Andre Smith said that the first practice was exciting and had a lot of intensity, giving a chance for him to go at it with some of his teammates, while Coach Saban saw the practice as a way for his team to get familiar with each other on the field before spring break. The Tide will hold their next practice tomorrow before taking a week off and returning to practice on March 24th. And on the Plains, the Auburn Tigers were busy getting some work done in the scrimmage this morning. The 100-play scrimmage put offensive coordinator Tony Franklin's arsenal on full display, as the Tigers put it in the end zone 8 times. Coach Tuberville viewed the scrimmage overall as a positive, pointing out that his offense performed very well today, but the team is still not consistent on offense or defense. After 10 days of spring practice, the Tigers will also take a week off for spring break before coming back to the field. And the ASU Hornets have been dominant through the regular season in the SWAC conference, and if the tournament is any indication, then ASU will punch their ticket to the big dance. Alabama State eliminated Texas Southern on Wednesday with a 67-49 victory, giving them their 20th on the year. The Hornets will take on the winner of Jackson State and Southern tomorrow night in Birmingham. And although ASU is considered by many to be the favorite to win the tournament, this time of year always proves that upsets can happen anytime, anywhere. And more basketball, the SEC tournament, Alabama taking on Florida. First half tied with leading big, Alonzo G with the alley-oop. Then in the second half, it's Mikal Riley getting the rock, and he knows what to do with it. One of attorney team record 8 threes for him. Then Hendricks playing the point again, this time finding Demetrius Jemison with the dunk. Then Jemison decides he'll do it himself this time with the inside baby hook, but the Florida Gators won't go away in this one. Maurice Spice gets a nice wraparound pass right here, and he'll slam it home. Gators close the 28-point lead down to 6. But too much Bama, though. Mikal Riley hitting another 3 from the outside. Alabama hangs on to win this one, 80-69. Earlier today, Auburn taking on Vandy. Dwayne Reed misses his three-pointer, but Frank Tolbert with a nice up and under follow. Auburn making some nice strides here. Then it's Quantez Robinson from the outside from the land of Trey. But Vanderbilt was too much on the inside and outside. A.J. Ogilvie getting the feed here. He had a career-high 27 on the day. Then Shan Foster, the SEC Player of the Year, had 26. Vandy would go on to win this one, 93-82. Locally, St. Jude's Jermichael Green and teammate Kyle Watkins were 2 of the 3 finalists named for the title of Mr. Basketball. Green and Watkins led the Pirates to their second state title in 3 years. Green is already a 2-time 1A Player of the Year. Also, Robert E. Lee's Brandon Crawford is a finalist in the 6A class, joining LaFleur's Nick Williams and Hillcrest Tuscaloosa's Wayne Diedrich. And that's what was preached at this week's Brian Williams basketball camp over at the Southeast YMCA. The camp is in its 3rd year, and this year were over 30 young men in attendance. They went through some basic offensive and defensive drills and played a little 3-on-3 in games like Gotcha. The former Bama guard said he had some help from local high school stars, making his camp a very big success. And he's glad that he can always give back to the community with camps like this one.
Building some friendships, came out, had a lot of fun, get to see their friends in a structured environment. So hopefully we can continue to do things like this.
I learned dribble and I learned, and I had fun at basketball camp.
Always good to see the kids participating in camps like that one. That's going to do it for sports. Let's go back to you.
Kickoff Classic has brought us somewhat of a surprising result, as the Alabama Crimson Tide have dominated the Clemson Tigers 34-10. Now, Clemson was the team that many thought would be in contention for not only the ACC championship, but the national championship as well. But with the strong effort with the freshmen of Alabama and the strong defense, the Tide look like they are making an early impression this 2008 season.
With the second half of the baseball season rapidly approaching, the Troy Trojans are still looking for a way to reach the level of expectations placed upon them this season. Inconsistency has left the Trojans with a 19-14 record this year and 4th in the Sun Belt Conference. Coach Bobby Pierce talks about what it will take for his team to improve their play.
We tried a lot of things throughout the first half of the season to kind of get us going. Mainly that's got to come from the players. And from this past weekend, it appears that we've got some things headed in the right direction. I think the players sense that and feel that, and I believe it's going to be that confidence and that level of belief coming from them that will give the team a chance to make a run in the second half.
Describes his emotions after his most recent experience in the spotlight.
Excited, definitely excited. You know, before I went up the back, Coach Pierce was talking to me. I mean, says this is what you live for, and I mean, it's a game. It's against the number 14 team in the country, and I mean, it's excited to go out there and get the job done as a freshman.
Coach Pierce views this upcoming weekend series against the Raging Cajuns as not only the biggest of the conference season, but of the regular season as well.
Well, I certainly think the weekend coming up is going to be a very crucial weekend, and whoever wins the Sun Belt regular season title this year. Last year it came down between ourselves and Lafayette, so we've got them at home this year, and the race is going to be tight in the end. We all know that. So to have the tiebreaker by winning the series during the regular season is a big plus in your favor. That's exactly what we hope to get this weekend against Lafayette.
The defending Sun Belt Conference champions face another tough home series this weekend against conference foe and leader Louisiana Lafayette. The champs are struggling so far in this regular season, but the season is definitely far from over. I'm Ryan McCain, Trojan Vision Sports.
baby. To take your house, baby. To take your house.
Traffic trying to take over 1st and 10.
The pass is complete. Number 86, Chris Mitchell for the LSU touchdown.